Yummy? All right, so I just got down here to the farm and we are loading truck now for the Wilkes-Barre Farmers Market today. Dad's back on the truck end now. We don't have a lot yet, but we have enough that it's definitely worth going. For the first vegetable of the early morning harvest, Mom and Dad are gonna start with collard greens. I guess I could.
You can cut broccoli.
Is there broccoli here?
Well, we cut this very end, but just in a little bit. It's 2 rows solid.
If you guys like seeing what we do and enjoy the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Ton of broccoli out here, just in these 2 rows up until right up there by Daisy, and then the rest of the field is cleaned for the most part. But we got to get it picked now. It's beautiful.
No.
I'm gonna pull the Kubota up, so there's
This noise ain't no good for us.
While I keep working on broccoli, Mom and Dad now moved on to kohlrabi.
Is that 3 yet? No.
After selling over 120, somewhere around actually 150 heads to the other farmers, selling a bunch at our own home farm market, and going once to Wilkes-Barre, we still have probably about 100 heads left.
Okay, that's 4.
All right, so here's half the load. The other stuff is on the other Kubota. Collard greens, broccoli, and kale. They have the Lebanese squash, or also known as Gouda, cauliflower, and kohlrabi. So now that Dada's off to market, I am gonna get the truck and head out to get my sweet corn for the Blues Festival. Mom is setting up the farm market. We have 2 guys here today. They are working on picking beans and peas, I think, for the first time, which is pretty exciting. And so I'm gonna get this thing going and head out. So I just got back from picking up the corn. Dad only got 2 bins, I guess because he wants to keep it fresh. Like today is Thursday, and then we'll have enough corn for definitely today and tomorrow, Friday. Then we might have to get Saturday morning, so that way we can finish off Saturday. And we always say, like, every single day that you let the corn sit in your fridge after being picked, it loses a little bit of flavor and the sweetness, all that kind of good stuff. So that's why we like to pick it fresh every single day we go to market, just like we want to get it fresh when we're selling it to our customers. Here is the first pickles of the season. Man, they're really nice. A lot of times the first ones are like little and stubby, which, I mean, these have a little bit, like this one. There's a little bit of that, but for the most part, they're like perfect. So we just got back in here to the Blues Fest. Trucks will now sit here for the next 3 days. Got the fire pit set up. Here's the sticks just to keep people out of the front. I just went back to the woods and cut them. It's like a white pine, I think. And then we have, oh no, white birch, sorry. We got this new sign last year.
This guy needs to get.
That's gonna go right there in the ground. Sammy's setting that up. Whoa.
Sorry.
So that's the bottom.
We got this new sign last year. We can write our price right in the middle there, which we gotta get string to tie that up. Got our wood, got our big fan to blow the smoke out of here and just cool us off. And then our tables where we'll do all our business.
And then this guy gets attached to the bottom here, some way.
Like around there.
No, I think you open it and then put the screw in, like, you know what I mean?
Okay, so we just arrived here, back to the Blues Fest, and we are like officially ready to go. Sammy's on her second sign. Can you back up a little bit there? This one's gonna say, "You just passed sweet corn," right? And then this one says, "Roasted sweet corn ahead." She did a really good job. We got all of our condiments. We got butter, we got salt, we got pepper, we got tahini powdered. We have tahini in like a liquid. We have hellacious hot sauce. We have butter. I think I said that already. We have Old Bay. We have Parmesan cheese. And then from the neighbor next door, he sells hot sauces. This is called Sykes sauce. It's supposed to be really good. That's more salt. And mayo. I have corn underneath the fire right now. And she's a-cooking. Sammy's having her first cob of corn. She put some hot sauce on there.
It's spicy.
Yummy? Mm-hmm. Sammy wanted me to show this. This is a cicada that came out of the ground, came up on the blocks of the fire pit, and now is like starting to molt. So today is July 11th. Just walking down here now to the farm. Blues Fest yesterday went pretty good. We're only open the last couple hours of the night. A lot of campers don't really even leave their camper or their campsite just because, you know, they're setting up. So it's never as busy as Friday, and then Friday is never as busy as Saturday. Saturday is always a big day. But now I'm here on the farm. We got to be out to Briggs at like 11 o'clock. It starts at 12:30. I got a little bit behind yesterday, and so we're gonna bag corn. That's gonna be probably my first and only job I'm gonna get done on the farm today, and then I'm gonna head out there. Wow, we got our first shipment of strawberry plants in. These are Dickens, bare root. They look really nice. We'll probably start putting them in first of the week, next week. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if that's all of them or if we're getting another shipment in a couple days. Oh no, I think this is it because I think we're only getting like 1,500 and I think there's 500 in a box. There's 1,000 in a box. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that one's 500. We have 4,500 plants here. It looks like Dad had a really good day at Wilkes-Barre yesterday. I see a little bit of broccoli, a little bit of kohlrabi. He bought some apples, and the peas and the pickles were picked yesterday. So that's really good. Mom washed both the washers yesterday. We call this like our dirty washer. This is for like red beets, potatoes, stuff like that. This is for like peppers, eggplant. We clean them before the end of the season, but it's always good just to get the dust off and stuff to start again this year. They're both basically exactly the same. Put it on here. There's like 4 rows of washers on bristles, and then it goes on to what's called a sponge, where it'll soak up that water, kind of dry it off a little bit. And then we have a round table here for like pickles, that way we can sort them out. This one, you never have to sort anything. It just goes right into a crate and then right into the cooler or to be stacked up here outside. It's already getting to be pretty hot. It's supposed to be like 90 again today. So it's not gonna be so bad. I'll be in the shade cooking corn. I will be by a fire though. Mom asked if I would come pick her some cauliflower before we got started, just before it got too hot because it's pretty warm out right now. And so I just got 1 tray. It's pretty darn small, but with the lack of rain now, I don't think it's gonna get much bigger. You can see it's starting to get a little bit yellow. And so it's just time, we might as well get something off of it before it goes bad. These 3 rows right here are cauliflower, then it goes down to cabbage, broccoli. This right here is a nice head of cauliflower, at least for right now anyway. Pretty nice. Daisy and I are now heading back to bag corn. Dang. That was too full. Yeah, it's like 10:10. I really got to be out there at 11:30. So that goes an hour and 20. Get this done and unloaded. Okay, so corn is bagged. So I just got out here to the garlic field with our new plastic lifter. Pretty excited. I yesterday took off the outer wheels because we don't want that running on anything. I also took off the middle disc. It was like this guy, but yet it's right in the center so that it cuts the plastic, and obviously we don't need that as well. And so basically these shoes in the back are gonna go up under the garlic. It's not really gonna pull it out of the ground, but it's gonna loosen it so it's easy to just pop out then by hand. And then the discs are gonna go on each side and cut any of like the viney stuff, kind of like this weed right here. This is really bad in the garlic. We struggle with it every year. This year we took care of it better than ever, but still, it's a little bit of an issue, but I don't think it's gonna be too bad. But before I start, I just have to adjust everything so it's perfect. I don't want to run over any garlic or destroy any garlic before I even get to lift it out of the ground. So like as you can see, this disc here is very close to the garlic. I'm gonna move that up a little bit. This guy is actually pretty good. The problem is the field slants down, and so my piece of equipment, you know, falls down a little bit. Unfortunately, I did not get any video of digging garlic yet. Don't worry, I will. I'm just having a lot of issues. Mom and Dad are both gone, so I'm here by myself trying to get everything set up on this new piece of equipment, which it's pretty easy, pretty simple. But this piece of equipment
and I'll show you probably in a later date, has a resetter on it in case it hits a big rock or whatever, you don't break or bust anything, it'll kick it back. And that's great for that, but when I'm doing garlic and it kicks back, it ruins 8-10 bulbs of garlic until I can get the tractor stopped. And so that's my big issue right now that I'm having is, I don't know if it's because it's too dry or what it is, but it keeps popping out and I'm ruining 10, then it pops out, I ruin 10, and I don't want to keep ruining garlic, obviously. And I don't have Dad here to follow behind me to see what's actually going on because I'm in the tractor. I just hear a pop, I look back and there it is. So I'm gonna stop for now. I got 2 rows done. I tried starting 2 more, but I just didn't want to finish. The guys are pulling the garlic out right now. I'm gonna go grab the wagon, then we're gonna load up. When I was going through and it was digging great. It's just when it pops out. Like right here is a section and it's clear to see, like nice green, and then it pops out and it drags across the top, and that's when you ruin the garlic, which you can see right here. It just pops the tops right off of them. And then obviously I fix it, drop it back down in, and then I went a little good ways here, and then boom, popped out again. So like I said, I was adjusting that trip setting and I thought I had it figured out because after right there, the rest of the field went great. Then I started 2 more rows and that's when I had the issue again and again and again. And I was like, you know what, I'm done. I'll wait for another day. At least we got 2 rows out of the ground. That's gonna be a big help. And the garlic is beautiful. I mean, obviously you have your assorted sizes, but for the most part, it's really nice. This is like a smaller one there. And so I'm gonna go grab a wagon now. I gotta be back out to the Blues Fest again today by 12:30. Today's gonna be the big day, it's Saturday. Everybody's coming out. They've got the headliner coming out tonight. And so I wanna be prepared. For those of you who have been watching for a while, you're probably wondering, where is Francisco, Marcus, and Eric? Well, I don't really know what's going on with Eric. He actually contacted me earlier in the season when we didn't really have any work, so I couldn't have him come. Marcus, I think, is in like Tennessee. He got a job back in the wintertime, and because he's been working there for so long now, he doesn't really want to leave. And Francisco, unfortunately, from what we heard from Marcus, passed away, which we're very sad to hear about all that. And so now we have new guys. We actually have 4 different guys, and some guys are good, some guys aren't. 2 guys we're not real happy with. The other 2 we have now here working today are really good. We like them a lot. And so obviously you've seen they just helped to get all of this garlic out of the ground. This is 2 full rows. I am really happy with the size. Really happy with just the timing, getting them out of the ground. They're not splitting, they're not yellow, they're nice and white. And once they dry, you'll be able to shuck that outside dirty layer right off, kind of like you can see me doing already right there. And then right here on the ends are, I think it's like a red garlic, and you can kind of see it more there in like that bulb. It's smaller. I don't know where my mom got them from, but there's some there and some over there. But obviously, as you can see, there's a ton of garlic here. I'd like to get them separated, like laid out in the barn so they can dry better, but I just don't have time for that right now. At least at this point, if it would happen to rain, we can throw that in the shed or somewhere just to get it out of the rain for now. We hate to let it sit in the field and get rained on. I mean, if it's in the field already and not dug up, that's fine, but we don't like to have it pulled and then get wet.